What's up YouTube, Zero here, and today I'm going to show some gameplay and do a review of the Black Adder. That is a blueprint variant of the Scar in Call of Duty Modern Warfare. Now first let's go over the setup of this gun, then we can get into some gameplay, and I'll talk more about what I like and don't like about this setup. So first, the setup. The muzzle, we have the monolithic suppressor. The optic, we have the PBX Hollow 7 sight. The underbarrel, the Merc foregrip, and the rear grip, we have the rubberized grip tape. And you can see the statistics in the bottom left-hand corner. Huge increase to accuracy, decent increase to range, and then we have a drop in the mobility and a little bit in control. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about the attachments first, and then get into more about this gun. There are two attachments that I really like on this gun: the monolithic suppressor and the Merc foregrip. First, let's talk about the monolithic suppressor. It is an absolutely fantastic attachment if you want to shoot over ranges. And the Scar, it is really more of a ranged gun, a ranged assault rifle. It is a slower gun that you're going to have to try a little bit more to pick enemies off, provide that cover fire. When you do it correctly, I mean, if you see here, I just see that sniper's head, I look up and pick them off. When you're doing it correctly, you're going to be able to do very well with the Scar. It's really a longer, slower range style of assault rifle. And the monolithic suppressor is going to help out with that. It's going to let you shoot over those farther ranges. You're going to be able to provide cover fire for your teammates if you're playing in a game mode like I am, such as Hardpoint. Now, on the drawback of that, you're not really going to be able to play the objectives as much. It is not that closer range type gun. We saw that my mobility was taken away a little bit, and we already knew that the Scar in general, before we even added these attachments, was not a very good close range gun. It is more that medium to longer range gun, and so taking away from the mobility is already making it worse in that regard. However, one of the things that I do like is the Merc foregrip. The Merc foregrip is increasing that hip fire accuracy, which is going to be perfect for a gun like this. I'm not saying you should go out and seek closer range gun battles, but it does help out when enemies are rushing you. Now, that enemy didn't rush me, but as you can see, I started shooting from the hip before I pulled my gun to my face to aim down the sight. Because it is slower to aim down the sight, it's a slower paced gun, so I'm loving that hip fire that the Merc foregrip is bringing to this gun. So I love those two attachments, the monolithic suppressor and the Merc foregrip. Again, the Merc foregrip, it's not going to make this gun an amazing close range gun. It's still going to be outclassed by a lot of those submachine guns, but it is going to help you out when a player is rushing you. If you have to get into those closer range battles, you're going to be able to do it more so than if you did not have the Merc foregrip on you. Again, you saw there was a closer range gun battle, a couple of enemies. I couldn't take them out, even though I had the Merc foregrip on. Again, this gun is a little bit slower paced, so for the Scar in general, but even with this setup, you're going to want to try and be in those longer range combat scenarios, providing that cover fire down. I wanted to get into the zone to try and help my teammates get some points, but I ended up getting taken out. This is more of a cover fire gun, an assault rifle that can help lay down cover. You can see there, getting some nice close range combat, and I'm able to take him out again. This dude just trying to rush me, and I tell him, nope, don't try and knife me. Don't bring a knife to a gunfight. But another dude takes me out because he brought a gun to a gunfight. But in general, y'all know me. I've said it in videos before. I actually like the Scar. I know a lot of people don't. I think it's a pretty good assault rifle, and these setups just make it better. Let's talk a little bit about the sight. Is it the best sight? I think that's a matter of preference. It's a decent sight, not my favorite. There are other sights in the game that I would prefer, but it is a decent sight. It definitely gives me a clear shot of enemies, and it may be one that you actually really love, and it definitely helps over those longer ranges, so it definitely helps out on this gun. So I like it. I can use it. I'm not sure it's the best sight, but again, pretty decent. The rubberized grip tape, again, helps out with doing what this gun does, and that's really just helping to shoot over those longer ranges and making it into a kind of balanced longer range, but also giving us that hip fire accuracy just in case, kind of that fail safe, just in case enemies start to rush. We saw the camo on it. We saw it's called Black Adder. The gun is black. It is crisp. I really love the camo on this gun. I think it's fresh. Definitely a reason y'all should check this out just for the camo. If you're looking good, you're shooting good. That's definitely a motto. I know somebody says it. I don't know who, but I'm sure somebody says if you're looking good, you're shooting good. And the Black Adder camo on this, and as I say that, I shoot like ass in that gun battle, and then I get blown up by an RPG. But sometimes that's how it goes. And then you'll see right here, I also shoot again. I shoot into a wall. If I was trying to hit the wall, I did my job. But trying to hit the enemy, not so much. But anyway, definitely a great camo. And then after that, one of the drawbacks of this gun, again, it's not a mobile gun, so if you're more of a mobile type player, you may not like it as much. If you do like hanging back, providing the cover fire, being a little bit slower paced, it's probably going to be a nice setup for you. I am doing a review just on this setup in general, so when I say that, I mean you only get 4 attachments. So if you use this, you are more than welcome to add a 5th, but I am just reviewing this gun as is. I'm not adding anything. So that is a drawback. You're only using 4 attachments instead of 5. You can add something else on this gun to make it even better if you want to go for more accuracy, maybe add a laser sight or something along those lines. But again, I'm doing this gun as is, so not having that extra sight is a little downfall, but not having that extra, not sight, but not having that extra attachment is definitely a little downfall, but it's nothing too big. Overall, I really do enjoy this. Again, I like the camo. I definitely recommend checking it out. Because again, if your gun looks good, you're shooting good. And as I get an assist and shoot again, like awful play. But anyway, and then I pull out the 357. This is a variant called Good Company. I love this gun because it can one-shot kill from that long of a range. It is just dirty, and then I don't shoot well up close, but that one long shot, that was awesome. I definitely recommend checking out the 357, one of my favorite sidearms in the game. And it looks like we are a little over halfway. Let's just talk more about the game as we are progressing. I am just running around making sure that these enemies don't come up on my team. My team has the hard point. They're doing a good job, so I'm kind of just staying in the back, making sure I can provide the cover fire. This dude trying to come up, I tell him nope. And so again, I stay in the back. I know people are going to try to flank while my teammates are on that zone capturing it, so I'm just going to chill. I'm going to pitch a tent, and I'm going to roast some s'mores while I'm waiting for these enemies, because they're not going to anticipate me being in the back. I know I'm going to get like right there an easy kill or two, until they start figuring out that I'm in the back. But again, the zone was finished before they figured out I was back there, so I can now move on to the next area and then get hit by one of the enemy's score streaks. So I'm trying to just heal up a little bit. I'm trying to get some streaks, just making sure my teammates don't get hit while they're rushing into the zone. I'm being a little bit more cautious. It depends on the gun I'm using. Sometimes I'll be that up close. I'm gonna rush into the zone, try and capture it. When I'm using the SCAR, I'm not that type of player. SCAR is not that type of gun. You could try, and if you are talented, you could probably do it. Me, not that talented, so I'm just gonna pick off a dude camping in the corner, and then I'm gonna try and clear out the area for my teammates to rush in as I'm just chilling, thinking about, hey, do I want to lay down some cover? I can't, because my teammate calls in a precision strike smart area. I'm going to try and call it in the middle and hopefully knock off some enemies for my teammates to get the next one. Now, I'm really hoping I could get my next score streak, but unfortunately, dude has a chopper gunner on the other team. And normally when a dude has a chopper gunner on the other team, things don't end well. Spoiler alert, they don't end well. And there we go. Unfortunately, they didn't end well for me. I was not able to get my next score streak, but that's just how the cookie crumbles. Sometimes the cookie crumbles in your favor, sometimes it doesn't. It also depends on if you dip that cookie in milk. We never know. I don't know how cookie crumbles. I'm not a cookie expert, except when it comes to eating them. Not a crumbling expert. I try to make sure I don't miss any crumbs though. Very important. Don't miss any crumbs on your cookies. So it looks like we are starting to come down to the end of this video. We have about 2 minutes left. Let me know what y'all think of this video. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Let me know what y'all think of this setup. Have you used it? Do you like it? What do you think of the camo? I really like the camo. The setup, pretty good as well. Again, I'm a Scar fan. And then another, I think this dude was one who just killed me, and I get my revenge. That's what happens. You kill me, I'm gonna get some revenge. Then I'm gonna take out your teammate because you made me mad. So that's just how that works. Anyway, let me know what y'all think in the comment section. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. And if you did, feel free to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more Call of Duty content. Well, until next time, peace.